Okay, so now we have Liam here. He's going to help me out. So we've put oil on his face. I'm using jojoba oil because at 14 years old he's getting a few small pimples. So jojoba is really a fantastic oil, as you'll learn later in the course, for acne. Even though it's very small, but that's a really good oil because it mimics the sebum in the skin. More of that later. Okay, so now of course, like you saw with Dyra, we could do just some gentle work through here. Do a little bit of head massage here. Depending on your time as always. Okay, now we're going to get the hair out of the way. So bring this up here. And just bring that down to, put it up here to the hairline. Okay, so we're going to start with the Jade roller. Now because Liam's smaller, I would probably, I should bring that up gently, probably I'd just use this small one. Might be able to get away with it. So same thing. We can use the large one here. You see that? Up to the temples. And repeat. So you can see this is covering a good inch shot here, so we don't need to go 4 or 5 runs up. Now I could do the opposite side, or I can go, doesn't matter, whatever you feel like. You can see here I'm going to use the left hand. So you know how to do this, so I'm just going to just take you through it quickly. Of course, you know, if you've got more time, I'll use a small one here just to show you. Now you could go like right up here under that eyebrow, and again just lift it up at the temple. You can see that. And depending on your time, you know, how many repetitions, as I said to you throughout the course. I'm just showing you now how to do the small roller. You just work your way all the way through. Okay, now, again I'll use my hand for the camera. Now I'm going down here. You could of course do this one up. And again, you know, depending on the person, if they've got your sort of lines through here, you'd want to work them more specifically. Again, working on your client, working on, you know, sort of problem areas. If you've talked to them and they, or yourself, you know, same thing. You're working on yourself. You're going to give them more. So let's say they were here. You have a couple of lines through here. We could just work them a little more like that. You see what I'm doing? Like it's not. You make it all about the person or yourself of what areas you want to work on more. So I'm just showing you these different techniques because, you know, this is not rocket science, as you can tell, but those are the sorts of things you just want to be aware of. If there are a lot more lines here, we might do a few more repetitions on those lines to help decrease those. So work the. You could of course do the cheek next and then go to the nose, whatever you like. So I'll just repeat this for you again. I think going up's nicer actually. If we keep everything lifting, I think it's just nicer. So again, you might want to come to that side. Again, it all depends on the time, the length of your treatment, and so same thing. So now, just gently pull down, coming around, and up. Again, if people puffy, you know, bags under the eyes, these sorts of things, you do a few more repetitions. Okay. Coming down, just keep repeating that as you work your way down. And you can see I finishing up around here. You know, anywhere up along here, it's fine. Let's go across the lips. It's going to be a little tricky with Liam because there's not a lot of space there. That's certainly doable. So with Liam's, you know, with his size, probably the smaller one's better for the majority of it. Let's try the big one for you. There's not much space here, so yeah, I would do that. Down here you could do it. Again, you just work with your client. What size head they've got, what size face. Okay, we can do the neck, so let's just start with lifting up. Work round to the chin. And we can do a couple of downstrokes to finish there. Okay, and of course you would do the other side. So you've got someone you're working on at the moment. Do the other side. No, you're not going to. I won't just do this quickly because you can't really see it that well. But it's exactly the same, of course. So let's just try to do this so you can see with the camera. So I'm just pulling gently on the skin, just very gently. Now, if I was doing this here, I would be doing my left hand, gently pulling down like that. But it's going to be hard for you to see, I imagine. But that's what I'd be doing, all right? And just be careful with this other hand. I'll show you this side. You just very gently, one finger. You don't want to be all, you know, doing too much, you know, sort of any grabbing or anything. Yeah, this one's way better. All right. So that's all you do, as you know, we're just working our way, concentrate more on the areas that need it more. Across the lips, across here, underneath the chin, working the neck, do up, and finish down. Okay, and that's it, that's doing jade rolling on your client. Okay, so now once we've done that, we're going to now do the gua sha on them.